You know, if launching a product were all sunshine and rainbows, then it'd be a pretty world indeed, but it's not. You know, we live in a world where things are never as simple as you would want them. And I think I've discovered that going into this product launch. So I came up with this challenge to launch a random product, get it to 100K in sales and more. And I think I've, kind of had the realizations that, okay, it's potentially going to be a little bit more work to put into this. I have to put in work not just on the actual thing, but just kind of getting over my own limiting beliefs. And so if you're gonna go out there and try to launch your own product, you're gonna come into that. Like, you're gonna tell yourself, like I've told myself, like, you know what, maybe this product is not nearly substantial enough. Like, what I'm selling, the product I came up with, it's basically like a little book. It's not even like a full-length book, right? It's like maybe 50 pages or less, maybe 70 pages or less, or 80. I forgot how many pages exactly. But you're gonna come up with all these reasons, excuses. Maybe I shouldn't launch this because, it's just. Or another limiting belief or fear is like, well, maybe this product is not gonna appeal to people that much. And again, this is just your mind talking to you and trying to get you in a certain way. Like, you're gonna confront that. Whatever, if you're trying to launch, like maybe you're launching like a drop shipping or an e-commerce store product on Amazon, or you're launching a SaaS, you created a cool software that does some. When you actually go out there to launch, you're gonna encounter a whole set of limiting beliefs. And I think how quickly you get over these things and you move over, past them, I think that's gonna be key. You need to keep pushing forward. For one, you need to realize, like, you don't have to feel 100% um, convinced about that this product launch is gonna be a big success for you to launch. So what if it doesn't sell as well as you want? Like, what's the drawback to that? The second thing is realize the intrinsic value of the product. Like with this book, obviously I wrote it painstakingly over months of work. And the ideas I put in there, literally things that took me years to learn and discover, right? So if you've done research on a product, so you have product expertise. Maybe if you're selling some kind of sporting equipment in an e-commerce store, hopefully if you've done research on the product, you've used the product yourself, you've played around with it, like this is a great, amazing product you would recommend for anybody in your own family. If you've done your due diligence, then you should feel okay launching that product. Like you should be able to use that as a solid bedrock for you to get over the limiting beliefs and launch fears in your own mind. Like, oh, maybe I should delay the launch. I need to I need to do market research or something like that. But at some point, you do need to head out into the market and launch the product. So that would be my advice for you. Like, if you're in the same position that I'm in and you're encountering these voices in your own mind, it's all nothing but your own mind kind of trying to put brakes on your launch process. And, this is not unusual. We all go through that. And the other thing is, I actually spent quite a bit of time actually on the actual product launch plan. So that's something you're gonna need to have as well. Like, figure out who are you gonna sell this product to, and how are you gonna get this product in front of them, and where are you gonna find these people. You need to get clear on that. And then you also need to get clear on what you're gonna tell them in order to sell them the product. So what you tell them, and then make sure when you got it in front of them, you sell them the product. So you kind of need to have a plan for all those who, what, how, where, what you're gonna tell them, and how you're actually gonna sell them. So that's kind of like your selling plan or your product launch plan. Now I have a whole process that covers this, and that's my 7-figure product launches process. That's the entire goal of that system. I've talked about it in other videos in some depth, and I've written some articles about it, so you could check those out. Or you could follow along, because what I'm gonna do as well is over the weeks ahead, I'm for sure gonna kind of like go in more detail about how to actually apply that process to this particular product. So then you can learn how I actually use that in real time and kind of copy of that. But like if you are already launching a product and you kind of need to get it out there, like then I would recommend, like you pick up a book. Like if you need something that you can launch like right away, and you've checked out the videos that I mentioned on the 7-figure product launches process, then you could check out a book. There's some good books on launching, like let's see, there's Alex Hormozzi's Gym Launch Secrets. That's kind of for launching a gym, but you can use it for launching pretty much anything, I'm sure. There is Lucas Rubix has a book called Monetize It. I think I read it a long time back, and I think it's pretty good. And then there is Dan Henry. Dan Henry's Digital Millionaire Secrets. He kind of talks about how he launched a course in like 30 days and made maybe $1 million. I forget exactly, the entire story that he shared around his launch. But check out those books. Those are really good resources. They'll kind of give you kind of like complete frameworks for launching your own thing. I do have a book that lays out a launch process and kind of like how to grow any product on the internet in the digital space that you could use as well. But that just happens to be the book that I'm actually launching right now, and it's not really out there kind of available in a place where you can buy it right now. Like it's gonna take me probably at least another month before I really put it out there available, kind of, so but you can just follow along with the series and get the ideas if you're already launching anyway. And do check out those other guys' books, because I've personally read them and I got a lot of value out of them. I haven't read Gym Launch Secrets, Alex Hormozzi's Gym Launch Secrets all the way through, but I do intend for sure like to read it hopefully soon, because it just happens to be relevant to the space that I operate in, which is products and launching and kind of getting products out there. So I have some free resources like a book, and you can also book like a free call with me to get ideas for growing your product sales. Links for these things will be in the description.